Today we're going to be making a copycat El Pollo Loco chicken. So we're going to start off today by making a copycat chicken. It is going to be so good and so delicious, but the first thing we have to do is spatchcock our chicken. So I can't have this chicken marinating in this marinade sauce for longer than 4 hours. So because I'm going to be super busy this morning, I'm going to get it all prepped and ready to go so that when it's time to marinate, all I have to do is throw it in the bowl. That's what I'm about, easy. So I have this beautiful chicken, and first I'm going to put on some gloves because this will be a messy process. So what I'm going to do is just take this chicken apart and examine it. Just make sure that it looks good, it smells good. It's been frozen and I'm sure it's fine, but you always want to make sure that your chicken is in the best shape that it can be. So I am going to take out the insides of my chicken, and the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have all these insides taken out. So we're going to look at the back of the chicken. And to flatten our chicken and make sure that we have a chicken that we can easily grill and take time off to have a really nice browned, beautiful chicken, we want to make sure to get this chicken just as flat as we can. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to take out the backbone of our chicken, and the best way to do that is with some kitchen shears. So you're just going to cut along this edge here. Take out the liver. Looks like there's still some pieces in here. Some people like those. I'm not a fan of them personally, but if you like them, keep them. Now, I don't want to take off all my good chicken, but we need to get this piece of the backbone off. My mom was an expert when it came to cutting chicken. She could get a chicken cut up in no time. Now we're going to save this backbone. We're going to put it in the freezer until we have enough pieces. And so now what we want to do is look at our chicken. We want to break that bone and make that as flat as we can. All right. There you go. Perfect. Now, it's up to you how much of this you want to cut out, how much of it you don't want to cut out. This is a personal preference, but I like taking this bone out. All right, now we have a nice flat chicken. That looks really nice. If you want to take any of these little bones out here, these were just part of the ribs, I think. And sometimes these can kind of get in the way while we're cooking. So it's completely up to you. Those aren't going to bother me at all. So all I'm going to do is go through and make sure there's nothing on here that I don't want to cut off. I definitely want to take off this extra fat. All right, now we're going to turn this over. This looks really good. We can get this nice and flat for cooking. Again, just look for any extra skin that you want to cut off. Whatever you want to leave on, leave on. This is just all personal preference. I usually take the extra skin that I have off. If you prefer to cook it, that's up to you. So what I do, I'm going to go ahead and wash this really good, make sure that it's completely cleaned, and I'll be right back. There you go. There's your nice flat chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken in this bowl right now. And I'm going to add everything except for the pineapple and the lime juice. I'm going to let it, kind of marinate in the spices. So I'm going to start off with a tablespoon of white vinegar. I'm going to take 2 garlic cloves and mince these. All right, to that we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. We're going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano. We're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of coarse ground pepper. And then we're going to put in 1/4 of a jalapeno, and we want it seeded and chopped up super fine. So what I'm going to do is actually put my jalapeno pepper through my garlic press. All right, now we're just gonna mix all this up, and we're gonna set it aside until 4 hours before we grill it. And that way, right now, this will at least be able to marinate with these seasonings, and then we'll put in our juices, and then I'll show you the next step. So all I'm gonna do, I put some gloves on because of these jalapenos. I'm just gonna try to rub these seasonings all over this the best that I can. All right, I'm just gonna put the lid on this, and we are gonna set this aside in our refrigerator until it's time to add our juices. So the other thing I wanna do is I wanna save these chicken bones. There's a lot of flavor in them, and we can make those into some chicken stock as soon as we get enough of these things. So I save all of it. I'm just gonna throw these chicken bones out in the freezer. There you go, freezer ready. All right, I've got the grandkids here, so I'm gonna have to do this kind of on the sly. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and I'm also gonna put in about 1 cup of pineapple juice. Now I've got some pineapple here, so I'm just gonna put the pineapple juice all around it. I might have to open it up. I'm just gonna turn this around so that I can get all of this soaked in the pineapple juice. All right, I've got the pineapple and the lime juice in my chicken, so I'm just gonna put it back in the fridge, and when the grandkids leave this morning or this afternoon, I'll get it all cooked up for you. All right, so I've had my chicken marinating all the last few hours, so all I'm gonna do now is put this right onto my container here. All right, now I'm gonna go throw this on the grill, and we will let that do all the work. All right, my chicken is done. My chicken is completely cooked. And then I can show you exactly how it came out. Look at that. Ooh, boy, that looks delicious. Oh, it is so juicy. Look at this. So when you cook it like this, when you cut it like this, and you cook it like this, you basically are cutting off about 25 to 30 minutes of your cooking time by preparing it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try a little bite of this for you. Oh, look at these wings. I'll try a little bite on camera. Super good. Oh my gosh. That is so good. I'm serving this with some broccoli tonight. This is a great dinner. Thanks for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.